Come on, take it serious.
Okay. All right. No more messing around. Damn it!
What, dude?
I came in my pants again.
Motherfucker.
The future is now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we got a special video, the Sig Spear LT. What a rifle. And you guys know what I want to say. If you like the channel, we try making a video once a week with the podcast too, but definitely hit that like button if you want. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you want, and rub those dick beaters right across that keyboard. Really helps me out. I got to start paying Kyle. Kyle, how much do I pay you?
Friendship.
Just friendship. Is that not enough or what?
It's not going to pay the bill, so I can quit my job.
Gas, grass, or ass is what Kyle wants. So we gotta pay Kyle, and we can only do that. This is YouTube. You guys know how it works. We can only do that through subscribers and likes. So definitely help me out. But back to what we were talking about. We got the Sig Spear LT. So I'm not really into ARs. I have my Mark 12. And I had my Mark 18 for a while, but to tell you the truth, I was never really into any AR style rifle, to be honest, until I picked this thing up. The best way to describe this was you're alone at night, your girlfriend is out with her other boyfriend, and you're all by yourself alone in your dark little room, and you're just scrolling those dirty websites. And then finally, all night you couldn't find that one video, and then finally you find that video that just tickles your fancy. Well, this is my favorite porn video of the night, and it just feels absolutely perfect. But enough of that. Let's get on into the meat and potatoes of this rifle. So you know how we do things here at Midnight Run, we go nut to butt, starting out with the muzzle brake. The muzzle brake is intended for a Sig suppressor, which I don't have, so I can't speak on the actual suppressor, so we're not going to even talk about that. The muzzle brake here, as you can see, the prongs are extremely short. I didn't see any issue with it, to be honest, but other people are saying that it does not hide that flash signature as good as if they were longer. Again, I didn't really see any issue with that. You guys can make your own opinion on it through the videos of me shooting it, but I did not see any issue with it and any issue suppressing that flash. I don't know, maybe in you know, less light conditions or something like that, but my experience with it, I did not see any problem with it. I have my own suppressor that I'm going to run on it, so I will be taking this one off and putting my own suppressor on it. But for now, the test that we did, it was unsuppressed. So that's for a later video, but we will definitely make another video on it, how it runs suppressed. So it is a cold hammer forged barrel, which as of now, I do think that is the best barrels out there on the market. It is extremely durable, especially a rifle like this where you're putting a lot of rounds through it very quickly. I think that cold hammer forged barrel is a must for any rifle like this, and I'm really glad that they put one of those on the Spear LT. So that is a huge plus that they use the cold hammer forged barrel. This is the 11.5 5.56 barrel. Sig, they did release the 7.62x39 and the 300 blackout, which I thought was pretty interesting. And also something to know about the 7.62x39 was, I didn't think this, I did a little more research on it. Sig said that it will run on any ammo. I thought it would be like more like higher end 7.62x39 ammo. But no, they said steel case, whatever. It was tested and it was ran with every single type of ammo you can possibly think of. And they said it was completely fine. But that's here nor there. I chose the 5.56 barrel. Going into the gas block, so Sig chose to use the short stroke piston system instead of that direct impingement system like normal AR-15s. Why they did this was all the engineering and everything that was put into this thing was this rifle was intended to run suppressed. It wants a suppressor, it runs better with a suppressor, and that is why they chose that piston-driven system, because it's just a lot more durable, it's a lot cleaner shooting, it's a lot less heat reduction, and it's meant for a lot of rounds to be put through this thing. It was intended for the military, and it was intended for a military purpose. If you're using, you know, if your rifle, if you're just looking for 10,000 rounds through it in its lifetime, not really a big deal. But this thing was intended to go to war, it was intended to be beat on, and it was intended to be shot a lot with a suppressor on. That is why they chose that short stroke piston system, which I think is really cool, especially with the different settings it has, and it has it right on the rail for you for a suppressed or unsuppressed shooting style. Going into the rail, oh, the rail feels absolutely perfect. I really like how they shaved it down from the other MCXs, from the Gen 1 to Gen 2s. It's a lot lighter, it's a lot slicker, and it feels absolutely amazing. They put this little indent in right here, so it's like a perfect hand placement. It is that true perfect Riley Reid video that you've been searching for hours for. Really enjoy the rail. Really like how it has the M-LOK slots all around it. Absolutely phenomenal. Feels extremely good. 10 out of 10 on the rail. 10 out of 10. So going into the bolt, as you can see in the video, there's a lot going on here. You can tell that there was a lot of time, a lot of engineering put into this thing. So as you can see, like the buffer is attached to the bolt above it. And why they chose to do this, it gets rid of a buffer tube, it gets rid of the buffer spring, and it gets rid of the buffer. That is so you have a collapsible stock and you don't have that buffer tube hanging out. So they said, all right, let's just put the buffer on top of the bolt, which was pretty interesting. And as you can see from the video, there's a lot going on, and it is a kind of a cool system. And I'm really glad that they did that for that folding stock. Yeah, there are attachments out there that you can put on to make your stock folding and stuff, but this alleviates all of it because it's just right in your bolt. And then you can just throw on a collapsible stock and ready to rock and roll. So I think the bolt is very interesting, and that design of putting the buffer on top of the bolt is really cool. So A+ on that. I thought that was probably one of the coolest features to the Spear LT, and I'm really impressed, and I'm really glad that they did that. And you can just tell how much engineering and time was put into it. Going into the trigger, it's not bad. It feels really cool. The one thing that I noticed, it has that little tiny arch at the bottom of it, so it does give like automatically it gives you that really good finger placement. Only thing that I have bad to say about the trigger is it kind of lagged. In the videos of me shooting it, when I was like doing a mag dump, it wasn't resetting all the way. I don't know if it was me, I don't know if it was the trigger or what, but that was just something that I noticed a couple times with it, is it didn't reset all the way sometimes. So it could be just a stupid shooter, but that's just something that I noticed with the trigger. Also with the Spear LT, you can put in any AR trigger. So you can put in a Geisley, you can put in any other manufacturer's trigger, which is pretty cool. And I know that other MCXs you weren't allowed to do that. You can only use a Sig trigger. So I thought that was a cool feature that they switched it over to be able to put any normal AR-15 trigger into it. I'm probably going to put a Geisley into it because you guys know me, I really do love Geisley, and I think they make the best triggers. But this rifle is pretty expensive as is, and I would give the trigger maybe like a solid B+. It's really not that bad, but I was just kind of scared because it wasn't resetting sometimes on me, and that was kind of weird. I didn't really like that, and I noticed it a couple times. It wasn't just once or twice. It happened to me like 3 or 4 times. So that was something to bring up in the video, and that's something that I wanted to talk about. I probably will put another trigger into it, but it's not that bad stock, so something to think about. Going into the lower, this was another really cool feature that I liked about the Spear LT, is everything is ambidextrous. From the bolt catch to the magazine release to the selector switch, every single thing on this rifle is ambidextrous. So you never ever have to take your hand off of the rifle. If you have a malfunction, if you're doing this, if you're doing that, or if you're just sucking on your other fingers from the other hand, you don't have to take your hand off of this rifle, which is really, really cool. I wish a lot of other manufacturers adopted that. I think it does a lot more machining and engineering does go into it, but I think it does help out the shooter immensely that everything on this is ambidextrous. It doesn't matter if you're right-handed or if you're left-handed. I think it just really, really helps out the shooter. So definitely thumbs up, 2 double thumbs up to Sig for making this rifle all of the controls ambidextrous. Really, really like those features. Also, I really like how they put the 2 QD mounts on each side, which is awesome for a sling. I don't have a sling on this. I had to order some parts, but they're coming. So that is a really, really cool feature that they put the QD mounts on the back of the lower. So definitely thumbs up. Great, great lower. Really, really happy with it. So that's a wrap, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We try making a video, pushing out a video once a week. We just got our first strike, so I can't post for a week. We're in YouTube jail. So once that goes away, we fix some stuff. We try making a video once a week, but that's all for today. Definitely stay tuned. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Check out Instagram and all that other stuff. I really appreciate it, and I love all of you. Thank you so much. See you back out there later.